Here we go. All right, I'm going to screen share. Oops. Cool. All right, this is it. Nutrition and supplements, one of my favorite topics. I am Elizabeth Crawford, health coach and essential oil educator or wellness advocate. This is part of a series of videos. The series is called I Have Oils. Now what? All of the videos will be available as they are created in the continuing education group. And that is an exclusive group for members only. So if you are a member, you're in there, or you should be. If you find that you're not, I will make sure you're in there. Just let me know. And if you don't have a membership yet and you want this access to have more deeper understanding of oils and supplements and all the natural solutions that have been really supportive for many people, including myself, then you'll want to make sure you get set up with a membership, and we'll get you in that group so you can have regular access to these videos and anything else that that I create. There's also an immune support video in there as well. So this is the nutrition and supplements video, and you can see the other options that will be available: toxic-free living, oils for every age, essential skincare, that one is up and running, stress, sleep and emotions, women's health and hormones, and then essential oil and pain. So lots of really great information for you guys. And this is a focus on nutrition and supplements, which is one of my favorite topics. Okay, so nutrition is foundational. I can't stress this enough. Natural solutions, essential oils, even modern medicine falls short when we don't take good care of our bodies through proper nutrition. Nutrition allows the body to function optimally in these areas by balancing and bringing the body back to homeostasis. Homeostasis is what it really just means is the body is always pushing towards and pulling towards whatever it needs to do towards balance. It is where our body thrives, and it is how we are able to really heal ourselves and take care of all the rest of our body. We need this proper nutrition so that our body can do that. When that happens, it allows us to have more energy, clearer thinking. It helps to get rid of that brain fog. It supports heart health and inflammatory response. It helps with our immune support, and it also helps to balance out our emotions. So this is really the foundation. This is the first part of the wellness pyramid. If you've heard me talk about that before, eating right is number one. It is the base of the foundation. Everything else can really be managed a lot easier when you take care of that. So people ask me all the time, or you can just see it in people's faces when you're talking about food and nutrition. People don't really know what it means to eat right. And it's not your fault. It's nobody's fault. The study of nutrition is really, really unique in that you can have completely opposed views about what a person should eat that are soundly based in science, but they are completely opposite. So why would we know what we're supposed to eat? We get a lot of information from the media, from celebrities, from commercials. It's bombarding us constantly, and it's very, very difficult to know what's right for our bodies. So I always go back to this quote from Michael Pollan. He is the author of a book called In Defense of Food, and there is also an awesome documentary that you can watch on Netflix. And his mentality is eat food, not too much, and mostly plants. And this is really where I thrive. I will also add in there, listen to your body and respond to your body. But this is my motto, and I don't waver from this too often. I might experiment with different things, but this is where I feel the healthiest when I'm making choices in this way. So what does eat food mean? Seems pretty basic, but it really is. It's very simple. So eat food means don't eat foods that have been overly processed or have many ingredients that you don't understand. The best way I can explain it is to, when you go to the grocery store, shop the perimeter of the store. So if I walk myself into my grocery store, it's produce, it's fresh fish, it's along the back we have meats, and then along the left-hand side is dairy. I personally don't do dairy, but you can do dairy if your body tolerates it. Shop the perimeter. It's very rare that I'll go into the aisles. It's only if I'm looking for something very specific, and it's rare. But in those aisles, that's where you find the soda, that's where you find the snacks, that's where you find the just add water meals and the baked goods and all that stuff. You want to avoid that. That is not really serving your body. You want to focus on whole foods. Whole foods and shop the perimeter. That's my best recommendation. And then not too much. So this picture is a little bit extreme, and she certainly doesn't have good food in front of her. We know that. But not too much is everything in moderation. If you're constantly overstuffing yourself with vegetables, you're going to find that your body is resistant to that. Also, if you're stuffing your face with what she's eating, you're going to find that you're having resistance there as well. And then the last part is mostly plants. Now, I'm not saying you have to be a vegetarian or a vegan or anything. I'm just saying that you want to focus on mostly plants and minimize the animal protein that you're consuming. I'm not saying you can't eat it or that you shouldn't eat it, but our bodies really respond very well to a rainbow of vegetables in our diet. And you'd be surprised and amazed at the amount of protein that vegetables actually do have. So I think in our culture currently, we're really, really heavily focused on getting enough protein. Well, there's no cases of a lack of protein in America. We don't have an issue with getting protein. You can really find it in many, many places besides animal protein. So do a little research on that too. Dive into these theories and see what you can learn for yourself, and then make some educated choices. And that's the best thing I can recommend for you guys. So eat food, not too much, mostly plants. And check out Michael Pollan. He has a great outlook, and he's really changed how both Tom and I look at food. So a couple of questions to throw out there for you. Why are people around us so stinking sick? It comes back to me to the wellness pyramid, which I've mentioned before. The lines of information here are basically that pyramid. So the base of the pyramid is eating right. The next step up is exercising. And then a step up from there is resting and managing stress. And then reducing toxic load. Proactive self-care is knowing what's going on with your body and what kind of natural solutions or options that you have for yourself to take care of what's happening. And then informed medical care. That's having your well woman or well man visits once a year at a minimum, right? And really seeking medical care when it's necessary. So I think as people who are very focused on natural solutions and doing everything you can within your home without pharmaceuticals, trying to focus on that kind of butts into the need for medical care sometimes. And I think what's important is to know that it's okay to go to the doctor. It really, really is okay to go to the doctor. You do not need to be resistant or embarrassed of having to go to the doctor. It's not something that I want to make a regular habit of doing because it's easy. But when we need medical care, we need medical care. Just take care of yourself. It's part of the plan. There's a reason why we have medicine, and we're really good at it in the United States. The thing that we fall short with is being preventative. So just know that it's great. Like, we need to have that here in our life so that if we ever need it, it's there and it's available. Don't be resistant to it. You can learn a lot from a doctor visit. And then the other question I want to pose to you guys is, do you think we get what we need for good health from our food. A couple of things come to my mind. Soil depletion is kind of a big issue. The reason why that comes up first for me is because I do eat a lot of vegetables. And unfortunately, because of over farming and overproduction, we have really depleted our soil of nutrients and minerals that are essential for our lives. So I always say this, there are many people out there who are very health conscientious, very focused on their diet. And the sad thing is though, that if you're one of those people, you're probably still not getting everything you need from your diet because the nutrients just aren't there anymore. An apple and an orange that our grandparents ate had way more nutritional value than what we are picking up at the grocery store these days. So just, you have to be mindful of that. Processed foods are created in a way, it's a business. So foods are created in a way where it makes the manufacturer money. And they do that by including ingredients that make the shelf life last longer so they don't have wastage. And they also have additives that are incredibly addictive, which makes us keep coming back, right? So those are things that are included in ingredients that are not necessarily having our best interest. Another thing I don't have here is food dyes. Food dyes have been incorporated into our food for decades now because it is more enticing and it makes you more apt to buy. And again, that's not giving us what we need from our food. That's just business. And then the other thing to keep in mind too is in our food system, there are heavy metals and there are chemicals, and you can do things to be mindful of that and to avoid. And the best thing you can do there is really just get yourself educated on pitfalls in our food industry. So heavy metals come from canned foods and large fish. So a good rule of thumb is if you do, I love fish, so I actually do eat fish pretty regularly, but you want to make sure that you're eating fish that are no larger than the size of a frying pan. The larger the fish, the more heavy metal it absorbs through its environment, and it compounds, and then when you consume it, it accumulates in your system. So the smaller the fish, the less heavy metals. And then chemicals, that's making sure you're shopping non-GMO and organic. Chemicals are used in the process of manufacturing our produce, and you have a better chance of less contamination when you're opting for organic. If you are a thrifty shopper, go ahead and check out the EWG, the Environmental Working Group. I'm not sure if they have one app or a couple different apps, but they are the creators of the Clean 15 and the Dirty Dozen. So what you can do is use that list of the Dirty Dozen and shop those organic, and the Clean 15 are fairly safe to purchase not organic. So you're not wasting your money. So that's a good little way to make sure you're getting the best produce, but you're not overspending. So check out the EWG. They're awesome for a lot of reasons. That's just one of them. So let's focus on supplementation. So our food system isn't what it used to be. We're lacking nutrients. The standard American diet is not providing us what we need. So it's really important that we do supplement with good supplements. But what's a good supplement, right? So how do we eat well? And now what's a good supplement? Those are valid questions. What should you look for in a good supplement? So delivery method. Is it bioavailable? Is it made with quality whole food ingredients? Are they ingredients you can pronounce? Are they over or under dosing you if you take a look at the supplement facts? Are they mega doses that you're basically just eliminating out of your system and it's not really contributing too much? Or are they lacking what you really are looking for in a good supplement? How does it make you feel? That's ideal, you guys. Same thing with nutrition. You really want to listen to your body. Trying to follow a diet that somebody else is doing and it's not working for you, it's not your fault. It's the diet's not right for you. Listen to your body and make adjustments accordingly. Your body's always talking to you, always telling you what is working and what isn't. So same with supplements. If you're not feeling a difference on them, then you'll know. Just listen to your intuition. Transparency has been really important for me. The company that you're purchasing from, are they transparent with their ingredients? Do they have transparency with their procedures? It's something that's can be really, really eye-opening when it comes to taking supplements that you're putting into your body. Look at reviews, see what people are saying, ask somebody you trust. And I can't reinforce this more, but know your goals and listen to your body. So what are you trying to achieve with this supplement? And are you getting there? Are you feeling it? And these things do take time. With many of our supplements, you will feel something. You will feel a shift in a month, if not a big shift, then you'll feel a little bit of something. And you really do want to give something about 3 months to make the changes in your body so that you can fully feel the impact. So keep that in mind. I will jump in with the supplements now. So first and foremost, since we're talking about nutrition, this is a big part of nutrition, the Lifelong Vitality supplements. It's a set of 3 supplements. There's the Microplex VMZ, the XE Omega, and the Alpha CRS. They're meant to be taken together. In these supplements, you're getting 12 servings of fruits and vegetables. 12, you guys. I eat well, but I don't think I get 12 servings. But I do take my supplements, so I'm certainly getting at least 12 now. They're made from whole food sources. So that means no fillers, just the food source. So many times when we are trying out different supplements, we're getting them from the grocery store or the pharmacy, and we're not really knowing exactly what's in there, but it will oftentimes create an upset tummy. This is because your body isn't really sure of what that is. With these supplements, you can actually have, let's see, the Microplex VMZ right here. I love to show this to people, but the ingredients list is kale and parsley flower and broccoli and Brussels sprouts, spinach and kelp and seaweed and all this green stuff that we certainly don't get enough of in our diets. I don't know how we could. It would be a really interesting salad if we did that. Essential oil, there are essential oils in the omega complex as well. So there's 9 essential oils. And what's good about that is the oils are, they reduce oxidative stress. So they actually do keep the omega from oxidizing. And the capsule that the omega is in also keeps that oil from oxidizing. Sometimes with omegas, we will get a situation where you're repeating it, you're burping it up, and you're getting those fish burps, which is a disgusting thing to say. But you know what I'm talking about if you've ever experienced it. It's brutal, right? So with the omegas, the XE omegas, you're not going to experience that. You know, the thing with omegas is we are in the standard American diet, we're getting omega-3s and omega-6s in a 1 to 15 ratio. So the omega-3 in a 1 and the 6s in the 15. So it's very skewed because we really need to have those 2 different types of omegas in a 1-to-1 ratio. So unfortunately, we're not getting that, and we're increasing oxidative stress by not having that in our system. Good omega-3s are helpful for brain fog, for joint discomfort, for skin health. Your heart health is a big part of this as well. It helps with cholesterol levels and blood pressure and just the tissue of your heart in general. So it's really important to get good omegas in your diet. They come from typically oily fish, leafy green vegetables, and like nuts and seeds, which is awesome to get in your diet too, for sure. Amazingly delicious, and Just really, really great for your overall health with anti-inflammatory properties and helping with brain fog and all that good stuff. But you can also supplement with it, and I would recommend doing that even if you are getting a lot of that in your diet. And then we have the alpha CRS, which is really just helping to fight oxidative stress again, and it helps with your energy levels. Those three together are called lifelong vitality supplements, and I do recommend purchasing them in your loyalty rewards program. You're getting them with your regular wellness box because they're discounted, and you can also add on some of the other supplements I'm going to mention for $20 to $25 a piece, which is a huge savings. I also just want to point out here too that we do have the lifelong vitality supplements in a vegan format. So if you are following a vegan lifestyle, we have an option for you as well. Also, good to know is that there is a 30-day money-back guarantee on these supplements. Like I said earlier, though, you want to give them more time than that for sure. But if for whatever reason you decide it's not for you, just know that you have that safety net to be able to send them back. So that's the foundation. That's where I start with everyone. If you have some sort of health condition that you're wanting to manage, it's important to look at your nutrition and make sure you're filling in the gaps with a good supplement. All right, so I am not going to talk about the supplement facts here, but if you wanted to take a quick screenshot, you're welcome to. And anything here that I'm talking about, if you'd like more information, if you want the supplement facts or just all the details, some Q&A on any of it, I have backup information that I'm happy to send over to you. You can just ask and I will provide it. All right, so now that we've talked about the foundation, let's go a little deeper. Do you have tummy troubles after all that? With the Lifelong Vitality, I will tell you this, there is what's called the Tummy Tamer blend, which is basically Digest Zen, which is right here. I'll talk about a little bit about Digest Zen here. Digest Zen helps with all stomach issues, so gas, bloating, indigestion, diarrhea. I use it for motion sickness. In the Lifelong Vitality, there's a blend of that already, so many people find that their digestion kind of balances out just by taking the Lifelong Vitality supplements. Now you can add in other things for additional support, and you might want to, depending on the severity of your tummy issues. There is a huge percentage of Americans who are experiencing some sort of stomach discomfort on a daily basis. And the answer in modern medicine is often pharmaceuticals, which have a lot of side effects. So like I said, I'm not telling you not to go see a doctor, but I am recommending that you see what you can do from a more natural standpoint before agreeing to some of those potential dangerous side effects that maybe don't show up on day one, but they could accumulate over time and really impact your overall health at the end of the day. So supplements to consider if you do have tummy troubles are Digest Zen. Digest Zen is peppermint, caraway, ginger, and star anise. And like I said, this is gas, bloating, indigestion, diarrhea, all those good things. I use the actual oil over my belly and I breathe it in for motion sickness. You can also take it internally like this for motion sickness. And then we have Terrazyme. So that is a natural whole foods enzyme that breaks down gluten, carbohydrates, proteins, fats, dairy. It helps to aid in digestion. We produce our own enzymes, that's true, but over time, the older we get, the less we produce, and sometimes we just need a little bit of help. So we have digestive enzymes, and we have what are called metabolic enzymes that our body creates. When we are running low on digestive enzymes, our body starts robbing from our metabolic enzymes, which help us to do all our functions. So that's why sometimes the older we get, we're getting more, things are starting to fall apart. And this is a good example of why. We're robbing from Peter to pay Paul. So you want to make sure you have plenty of digestive enzymes so you're not robbing from the metabolic functions of your body. There's that, and then also there's enzymes in the food we eat, but not if it's cooked or processed. So if you're having vegetables in a salad and none of it's been cooked, that meal has tons of enzymes. So you don't necessarily need to supplement with Terrazyme or any other enzyme. But if you're eating steak and potatoes or, I don't know, cornbread, something that's been cooked or processed, then there's hardly any enzymes. And that's where we run into those issues where your body starts robbing from your metabolic enzymes. So this supplement can be taken to support digestion. Now that you've learned all that about enzymes, think about this. If you take this on an empty stomach and it's not being used for digestion immediately, those enzymes can now be used as metabolic enzymes in your body. And it helps with things like tissue repair and eating up scar tissue and like cysts and all this other stuff that exists in your body that doesn't need to be there. So that's kind of like not what the supplement is intended for, but it is awesome for that. If you're curious, you want to learn more about that, I'd be happy to have more conversation with you. So there's another supplement on here that's been very important to me as well. That's the peppermint soft gels. The soft gels are unique. This one in particular, not all of our soft gels, but this one in particular. It's unique because it is in an enteric coating. Enteric just means like of or relating to the intestines. So for this supplement, it means that it doesn't digest until it gets into the lower GI tract. So that's more of your small intestine. And there are a lot of different diseases and issues that happen there. So this is more specific for that. I will tell you that I get pain in my lower right abdomen when I eat something that doesn't agree with me. And that could be for various different reasons, which I won't get into. But I do get like a sharp pain there. And it was really bad for a long time because I wasn't sure how to manage it naturally. So I was using other options that weren't quite as good for my body. And it was really disheartening coming from, this world of natural solutions to have to do that. But pain is pain, and we can't just sit around in pain all the time. So I started using the peppermint enteric coated soft gels when they came out last September, and it has been such a game changer for me. Obviously, there's no side effects with using peppermint internally. It's just side benefits. And it takes the pain away really, really, really quickly. So it's been a huge game changer for me. So if you do suffer from digestive issues that are more in the lower portion of your GI tract, then try peppermint out, or the enteric soft gels. They're incredible. And oftentimes doctors will recommend peppermint pills, pharmaceutical grade peppermint pills. You guys, that's what this is. So check it out. If hopefully that could be very helpful for somebody. Hopefully you're catching this, or share it with somebody that you know could benefit from it. One more thing while we're on this page. You're gonna notice through this presentation that there are little purple stars on some of the supplements. And what that means is, earlier I mentioned that if you buy the Lifelong Vitality supplements, you get additional supplements for $20 to $25 a piece. You can add them on for that awesome discount. The ones with the stars on them are the ones that you can add on. So you can add on Terrazyme to your LRP, to your Lifelong Vitality order in your LRP, your Loyalty Rewards Program, AKA Wellness Box. Yay, more stars. Okay, so that takes care of kind of like the surface issues that can arise with your tummy. Typically, if you have chronic tummy issues, there's something deeper going on, and we can use some of these supplements to help mitigate that. The gut plays a vital role in our overall health and well-being. It's vital in everything from our weight to our immune system and our mental health. So our immune system and serotonin are both created in our gut. And if we have like imbalance or dysbiosis going on there, it's really, really difficult for those systems to be in balance. So what can happen is if you have ever had antibiotics or drank alcohol or eaten sugar, or if you have poor sleep habits or stress or an unhealthy diet, or if you weren't breastfed, that has a big impact on your gut flora. All of these things have an impact on your gut health. So what is gut health? Gut health is a good balance of microflora. So that's probiotics, and you don't want to have too much yeast in your gut. But unfortunately, when we do these things that impact our gut, alcohol, sugar, processed foods, antibiotics, all that stuff, we're creating an environment where yeast can thrive because it kills off our good bacteria. Good bacteria is the probiotics. So when that happens, they start to get strong and they overpower your gut, and you've got this dysbiosis going on, and that's where your immune system will start failing, and your mental health can really struggle. It's difficult to manage stress and anxiety and think with a clear head when a big portion of the contributor to your mental health is kind of a little bit wonky. So we want to manage that. So for adults, you can do what's called GX Assist for 10 days. You don't want to do it longer than that because the essential oils that are in there are, well, oregano essential oil. It's really not recommended that you use that internally for more than 10 days. But there's oregano and something called caprylic acid, which helps to create an environment where the yeast doesn't thrive. So it starts to die and it flushes out of your system, and that makes more room for your probiotics to thrive. So after you've done the GX Assist for 10 days, then you do your PB Assist. Now, PB Assist is something you can do daily forever. It's awesome for your gut to be introduced to probiotics on a regular basis. I would recommend doing the GX Assist like quarterly. It's something you could do once a month. Actually, if you wanted to, you could do 10 days once a month, every month, to be very preventative. Yeast overgrowth is kind of like the layers of an onion. The first time you use GX Assist, it's going to help take off a layer. And then you do your PB Assist and you build up the healthy probiotic. And then you do your GX Assist again, and it's going to take off that next layer. And then you do the PB Assist, and the PB Assist is going to take over a little bit more room. So it's a process. It's not going to get fixed in one shot. So something you can do quarterly. If you want to do it monthly, you can do it monthly too. Totally cool. And probiotic use can be done regularly. There's no harm in doing that. If you're concerned about like overdosing on probiotics, that's not a thing. But I will talk a little bit about what's unique about our probiotics. So PB Assist Plus is a probiotic, and then it's also the prebiotic. So bacteria is a living organism that is inside our gut, and it needs to be fed. Yeast is also a living organism, and it when it's fed, it will thrive. So if you think about what you're eating like this, maybe it'll be helpful. So what you have in your gut is going to thrive based on what you're feeding it. So if you're eating a lot of leafy green cruciferous vegetables, if you're eating a lot of fiber, that's going to feed your bacteria, your good probiotics. If you're eating a lot of sugar and processed foods and alcohol and taking antibiotics, that's going to feed your yeast. So you can also have a big impact on the state of your gut based on what you're sending down there. Send food that's going to feed the good guys and starve the bad guys. So keep that in mind. That's something that you can do aside from supplementation. That's just good, healthy lifestyle. So the prebiotic the PB Assist it's called like a dual capsule, and when you get it, you'll see that it's a clear capsule with a clear liquid, and then suspended in that clear liquid is a little green capsule. And that is where your probiotic is. And then the clear stuff is the prebiotic. And it's that supplement has been engineered in a way similar to like the peppermint enteric coated soft gel, where it's digesting down in your lower GI. And that's awesome because many probiotics that you buy off the shelf, unfortunately, they digest up in your tummy where you have your hydrochloric acid, which is meant to kill things. It's meant to kill bacteria. It's one of our first lines of defense in our immune system. So unfortunately, many times the probiotics that you purchase at stores, they're dead before arrival. They're not getting to your lower GI. So this has been created in a way where it like torpedoes all the way down, and then it doesn't disperse until it's down in your lower GI, and you're getting all those benefits where you need it. We need yeast in that area. We don't need it up here. We have a little bit of yeast in all our orifices, but we really, really need it in our lower GI to help with digestion. It's the most important. So they're really cool looking. When you get them, you'll see it. It's like kind of futuristic and cool looking. All right, so there's that. Notice there's a star on the PB Assist, so you can get that for $20 in addition to your Lifelong Vitality supplements. And then, so PB Assist Junior, and I'm gonna talk about the kids supplements towards the end of this, but the PB Assist Junior is the kids probiotic. And I wanna mention this too. If you are an adult who has a hard time swallowing pills, you can take the PB Assist Junior as well. Now, it's been created with probiotics that are more geared towards the development of a child. However, they're also perfectly good for an adult to take 1 sachet a day. Same recommendation for children, just 1 sachet a day. And it's arguably even more important for children to have their gut figured out because they're really developing at that young age. They're creating their immune system, the immune system that they're going to have going forward into adulthood. And, you know, emotional stress is something that we could all do without. And if we can help in just a little bit of a way, this is a great way to do it. They're delicious. They taste like a pixie stick, so you won't have any trouble getting them to take this. All right, so that covers really just the foundation so far. Additional targeted support, let's talk about that. So I'm gonna go through each one of these. I'm not gonna do a deep dive. Many of these will be talked about in the other continuing education videos, in the other I Have Oils Now What videos. So again, if you want any additional information, if I wasn't clear or it was too much information or it's confusing, you just let me know and I can follow up with some really easy graphics for you to take a look at. Okay, so the deep blue polyphenol, you can see the supplement facts in the upper left-hand corner. The thing that's the most important to know about this supplement is it has frankincense and curcumin in it. Frankincense and turmeric, basically. And you know, those are some of the most potent anti-inflammatories that exist on this planet. So this supplement is going to help support muscle and joint discomfort. It's also going to soothe the occasional aches and discomforts. It can be used in tandem with the deep blue rub or the deep blue oil, and you can see those in the lower left-hand corner there. And you can take these daily, or you could take them as needed. So this might replace some of those other more traditional pills that you may have been popping for body aches and discomfort. So this is an awesome, awesome supplement. And again, we have a lot of products and supplements that can support this sort of thing. So there's these, but there's more. The next one is turmeric, and this is another one that's really great for aches and discomforts. Very, very unique. This is a similar delivery system to the probiotic where it's a dual chamber capsule. And what we have going on here is we're using the actual turmeric extracts. So you've probably been told, take turmeric, take that golden yellow powder. It helps with it helps with inflammation. It's a blood tonic. It does all these great things, which is true. But it needs to be partnered with something so that it is bioavailable. Otherwise, you just eliminate it through your body and it's doing basically nothing. So we have found that if we take the turmeric extract, which is strong in curcuminoids, again, they help to fight inflammation and oxidative stress. We've taken that, which needs help to be absorbed, and we've paired it with the turmeric essential oil. So we're really just using two parts of the same plant, bringing them back together. The turmeric oil is strong in turmerones, which help to boost the absorption of the root extract. So those two things together amplify the strength of the anti-inflammatory and the oxidative stress reduction. So really, really cool supplement. Again, aches and discomforts, helps to support a healthy inflammatory response in the body, and it may help the body fight free radicals and protect the body from oxidative damage. I might just do a video on what oxidative stress is, because almost all of our supplements help support that area. And I'm just not sure we all have like a real clear understanding of what oxidative stress is. It's really, really a cool study. I don't know if that interests you, but I might just do a video on that. So this, like I said, it combines the complementary benefits of both turmeric essential oil with the joint support of curcuminoids from turmeric extract in a unique and convenient delivery system. So these are actually really cool looking too, just like that probiotic. But yeah, this is really helpful for a lot of people too. All right, we have the adaptive calming blend. This has been really helpful for me in dealing with just anxiety in general, and I also have heart palpitations. So strictly speaking from my personal experience, this supplement helps to turn down the mental chatter, and it makes those palpitations subside to the point where they're unnoticeable. And I don't know, if you get palpitations, one of the tricky things with them is once you get them, you keep thinking about them and it makes you more anxious and it causes more palpitations. Super fun. So the adaptive supplement, it dampens it to the point where I stop thinking about it and then they just go away because I'm not, feeding into that vicious cycle. So in this blend, we have some of the oils that are in the actual essential oil blend. Lavender and wild orange specifically are in the actual oil blend, but then we also have coriander and fennel. So lavender, super high in linalool, coriander also high in linalool, and you can Google that. That is just a chemical constituent that's been widely studied for its impact on anti-anxiety, anti-stress, very calming, very relaxing. It's very well documented and you can find a lot of information on that. And then we have wild orange, which is high in limonene, and that's very invigorating and just helps to lift you up when you're feeling down. And then fennel seed oil, which cool thing about this is it helps to combat the hangries. So when your blood sugar drops, you get a little bit agitated. This helps to reduce that blood sugar drop, and it helps to reduce the impact of the cortisol that gets released into your system when you get those hangries. So it works this supplement works in a lot of different ways to keep you level-headed. It also has ahi flower, which I mentioned the importance of omega-3s. This is a natural plant-based omega-3 that's super, super potent. So it helps to support brain health, which is one of the most important things when dealing with emotional issues. It's hard to think through emotional problems and conflicts and things of that nature when your brain doesn't have the nutrients it needs. So there's that. Then there's gamma aminobutyric acid, which you probably know is GABA, G-A-B-A, and that is a neurotransmitter inhibitor. And it's basically, in layman's terms, it's the brakes on the brain. It slows down that vicious cycle of negative thought, and it puts an end to it. And I'll tell you, that's been really, really helpful for me. And then it has scaledium. Scaledium is fun to say, and it's also something that's been used by indigenous tribes for centuries. They would chew it before the hunt. And what it would do is it would again help with blood sugar issues so that they weren't getting extremely hungry while they're out there. And it helps to alleviate the need for thirst as well. And it would give them like this euphoric feeling that would sort of like dissipate into just like a chill relaxation. Sounds like some heavy stuff, but I gotta tell you, this supplement works really, really well for me, and I do like to use it with the adaptive oils. The adaptive 15 mil you can diffuse, and then the adaptive 10 mil you use topically. So yeah, this supports the mood and helps improve your state of mind. It encourages relaxation. It supports cognitive function. And this is really great to help you adapt to new situations. So back to school, starting a new job, all those things. It seems like these days in pandemic world, every day is kind of a new situation. So this is going to help you to adapt to new information and new surroundings, all that stuff. Serenity capsules. Okay, so this is, you're probably familiar with the Serenity essential oil, which is great for using topically, for putting in the diffuser. It is the restful blend, so it helps you prepare for sleep, and it'll allow you to have a better night's sleep. The supplement has lavender in it, just like the oil blend does, but it also has an amino acid called theanine. And what this does is it helps to relax the body. That's another thing. If you want to do a little research on that ingredient, there's a lot of information on its ability to calm the nervous system and relax your body. Then we also have lemon balm, passion flower, and German chamomile, all known for their ability to help with anxiety for the human body. So very calming, very relaxing. I like to use this when I am kind of a little bit wired and I need to get some shut-eye because I have a busy day the next day. So this is going to be helpful for falling asleep, staying asleep, and there's not going to be any feeling of grogginess or any issues in the morning where you feel like you're hungover. Nothing like that. And it's not addictive. So that's really, really important as well. Okay, so let me just preface this slide with, I will talk more about phytoestrogen, the bone nutrient complex, and Claricom, and all that good stuff in the women's health and hormones. I have Oils Now What video. So rest assured, there's more information to be had on these. But I just want you to know that these are a great addition to a healthy lifestyle with eating right and using your lifelong vitality supplements as a foundation. And then pulling these in can help to balance out and support normal hormone levels. So this is for really any age and any stage of life. So this could be teenage girls. This could be someone in their 20s, premenopausal, menopausal, postmenopausal. This helps with your body's ability to manage hormones. We never stop producing hormones. I will tell you this too, it is for men as well. We all have hormone issues. So just know that this is something that could be really, really helpful if you feel like you might be experiencing some of these symptoms associated with wonky hormones. It supports healthy bones. Supports healthy bones, heart, breast tissue, and other body structures and functions as a woman ages. So that just means all ages and all stages. It's not just for one portion of your life. So it does contain flaxseed, which is super helpful for managing estrogen metabolism. And when I talk about this in the Women's Health and Hormones video, you're going to learn a little bit more about what an estrogen is and what a xenoestrogen is. And that's XENO estrogen, xenoestrogen. And really what those are they mimic the body's estrogen, and they get into our estrogen receptors, and they kind of make a mess of our hormones. And they typically come from plastics and chemicals in our drinking water and food system. So always the first step is to avoid that kind of stuff. So get educated and figure out how to avoid it. But then we got to do something, because there's just some things that we can't avoid. We have to be proactive, and that's where good supplements come into play. So yeah, good stuff. I just want to point out too that this star is a little bit different than the other ones. So you can get the Women's Health Kit, similar to like how you can get your lifelong vitality supplements in LRP and then add stuff on. This is called the Women's Health Kit, and it basically just comes with phytoestrogen, bone nutrient complex, and the Claricom in one little kit together, and they're discounted. So try that out. Like I said, great for teenage girls, premenopausal, in your 20s, in your 30s, in your 40s, in your 50s, and so on. If you're feeling like your hormones are wonky, it doesn't matter what age you are. This will be super supportive. All right, so Mito2 Max is something I've been learning a little bit more about, and I'm actually currently using this. And it's different than I thought. So I always thought that Mito2 Max was specific for, you know, a very particular type of person, somebody who's bodybuilding, somebody who's running marathons, somebody who works out like 3 or 4 times a day. That is not me. That is just not me. So I kind of put this on the back burner as far as learning about it and starting to incorporate it. Yes, it does add energy, or really allows your body to produce energy more efficiently. So it's not just for the bodybuilder and the marathon runner. It's for everyday life. If you are feeling sluggish, if you have brain fog, if you don't have physical energy that you want, if you don't have the mental capacity that you want, then this can be super helpful. You know, it's for anyone who is, you know, wanting to stay awake through a movie, or needing the energy to finish your chores for the day, you know, at the end of a long day of work. If you want to have more energy and thus more patience with your family, this is more of what this supplement is for. So it's funny, it actually says on the product information page, it's for watching movies to running marathons. So it's like everything in between. It's not just for extreme activity. So this helps support cellular energy production. So the older we get, the more clunky our cells get with energy production. Clunky, I say clunky because I'm thinking like a clunker vehicle that has poor exhaustion. So like the muffler is loud and it's shooting out smoke and it smells bad. That's what happens to our cells over time. They produce energy less efficiently. So less energy is coming out, and also there's more exhaust. So our body pays the price for that. If we can get our cells to be healthier, there's less exhaust, there's better, cleaner energy, and that's really where we thrive. And when we're talking about energy here, we're just talking about the energy of life, having vitality. Yes, it'll be supportive if you are very, very active. So you're training for a marathon or you're a bodybuilder. It will be supportive for that, absolutely. And I would pair it with something like the Deep Blue Polyphenol Complex for quicker recovery time and more energy during a workout. And then Breathe for opening up your airways and having more oxygen sent to your muscles. So yes, if you're an athlete, that is how I would use these supplements together. But if you're an everyday person and you're just wanting to get through your day, you know, you're running the kids off someplace in the morning, and then you're running to work, and then you're running the kids someplace after work, and then you're running to the grocery store, and then you're making dinner, and then, you know, you're getting ready for the next day. That right there is a marathon as far as I'm concerned. So this is going to be more helpful for that. I've been using it in the Love Your Body program, which is a really cool full body experience of really focusing on self-care and gentle detoxing and movement and awesome, awesome recipes. And we incorporate some supplements and oils. So I've been taking it along with the recommendation in that program. And it surprised me that you take one in the morning, one in the afternoon, and one with your evening meal. And the reason is because it really helps to support balance with your cellular health and your hormones. So the energy is not, it's not something that's going to keep you up at night. This is adaptogenic. You'll see right in the ingredients here, the adaptogenic blend. So cordyceps, ginseng, and ashwagandha. Adaptive means that, or adaptogenic means that it gives your body what it needs at that time. So it's dynamic. It changes with your body's needs. And I have found that to be true. This isn't something that's keeping me up at night. So, and a little tip here is if you want to use this before bed, if you are feeling like you're experiencing adrenal fatigue, it's going to allow you to have a better night's sleep. And then eventually you're going to start waking up more well rested. And when that happens, that means that you've balanced out your adrenals, and you could shift to taking that supplement during the daytime. But if you take it and you find that it makes you sleepy, that means that you need to start taking it in the evening instead, not during the day. That might have been a little bit twisted, so let me know if that was confusing. The Zendocrine complex. So this is a supplement that you would take to support your detox and filter organs. So that's your liver, your kidney, your colon, your lungs, your skin. All of that, all of those organs help to clear the body and rid the body of unwanted substances, pathogens, chemicals, heavy metals, all that stuff that we come in contact with. It's filtering it out. It's either storing it or flushing it out of your system. So we want those organs to be healthy and clean so that they can work as efficiently as possible. So that's what this does. It helps to support healthy cleansing of the filter organs. So it is going to facilitate a detox in your system. And keep in mind that sometimes that involves detox symptoms. So that might be headache, fatigue, brain fog, acne. It's different for everyone. You might have some symptoms, you might have no symptoms. But if you're having symptoms, that means that you're getting some really unwanted stuff out of your system. So it's a good thing. So yeah, this will help support normal self-detoxification of the function of the liver organs. You can take 2 daily, 1 each with a morning and evening meal. And you'll see in the supplement list, it's all like it's herbs and plant-based things that you could totally pronounce and recognize. So it's good stuff for you. Zendocrine's benefits can be enhanced by taking the Zendocrine blend essential oil or the soft gel, which I have down here in the lower left-hand corner. So about the soft gel, that's more of a full body detox. Whereas the supplement focuses on your organs, this is going to focus on detoxing your blood and your lymph system. So this, and these are also part of a larger cleanse that incorporates that GX Assist and the PB Assist that I mentioned earlier, which is a really cool thing that you can do as like a larger type of cleanse that's a little bit more focused and deep. So that's also, you can do that quarterly. As I mentioned, you could do the GX Assist quarterly. You can amp it up with adding in these other supplements, and we have a whole program for it if you're curious about that. All right, then we have the Yarrow Palm Cellular Beauty Complex. This I love. So it has yarrow essential oil and pomegranate seed extract in it. And this helps to improve the firmness and reduces skin imperfections. This is a supplement that helps your skin to be clear and beautified from the inside out, as opposed to, you know, we're always trying to find the next best cream or serum, which, don't get me wrong, those can be incredible as well, but this helps support beauty from the inside out. It provides powerful antioxidant support. There's that word again, antioxidant. That's the degradation of our cells, and this helps to put an end to that, or to at least slow it. It does happen. There's no stopping oxidation, but we can slow it down. It promotes cellular health, and it supports healthy metabolic function. It also helps to maintain the youthful appearance by, again, combating oxidative stress. So a couple things that I think are cool about this supplement. Yes, it has yarrow. Yes, it has pomegranate, and we love those. But you're also getting zinc, which is great for your immune system. You also have a melon extract that was discovered in Europe and is used to help slow again that oxidative process. So they found that there were these melons that some were rotting and getting very, very ripe and rotting. And then there were other melons that were just, completely unripe and not ready to eat. And they started questioning it and looking into the reason why. So they discovered that the melon that wasn't ripening had this extract that kept the oxidation process from happening. So we got real smart and we started using it in skincare products, and it's been really, really incredible. So these supplements are super unique, and I love that doTERRA kind of goes the extra mile with each and every ingredient. There's a reason behind everything that they put in here. So there's also frankincense, there's celery seed that helps with your gut health as well. And then turmeric. So again, we're fighting free radicals and we're helping with that inflammation process, which is great for your skin. So using this with also making sure that you're getting half your body weight in ounces of water, which is, again, should have talked about in the nutrition section. That's a key foundational thing that you can do just to maintain the health of your entire body, but it's great for your complexion. Add a couple drops of lemon or whatever citrus oil you have on hand. So yeah, Yarrow Palm's great. All right, so we also have essential oil soft gels. That was the last of the supplements I was going to talk about. But we also have these essential oil soft gels. So they're not, I guess they're kind of like not in the same category as the supplements, because really these are just essential oils in a capsule so that you don't have to make your own veggie cap and mess around with being an essential oil chemist. So I have along the bottom, you can snapshot this if you want to save it for yourself. Each soft gel has the number of drops inside the soft gel and it's different for each one of the soft gels. So DDR Prime is great for cellular health. You can take this internally. You can also buy it as an essential oil, but this has clove and wild orange in it. And it's just incredible for mental health and helping with cellular health as well. When I say mental health too, I mean actual like structural health of the brain, because it supports cellular health so well. And then also cellular health for like the nervous system. So this can be really helpful with a lot of like behavioral disorders and mood disorders. Then we have the metabolic blend, and that is also known as Slim and Sassy. And that is a blend of, grapefruit, cinnamon, peppermint, and ginger. And that helps slow the absorption of sugar into your bloodstream so you don't get those peaks and valleys of blood sugar spikes. So it helps to alleviate cravings. It's really great for anybody who suffers from blood sugar imbalances. So it's really cool. Then we have On Guard. That's On Guard essential oil plus Melissa. That's where the plus part comes from. And that is incredible for your immune system. Melissa is an awesome oil, super strong antiviral, and it just really amplifies the On Guard oils, which are wild orange, cinnamon, clove, and eucalyptus. And then we have Digestin. That's, again, that blend of oils that are great for tummy health. Then we have copaiba, which is something that I will talk about more in the essential oils and pain video. And that is, so copaiba is from the cannabinoid family. So similar in some ways to like CBD, where it helps support your brain health, your skin health, your muscle health, your digestive tract. It is a jack of all trades kind of oil. And I actually use it to replace some pain medications because it is so effective with managing aches and pains. Then Tri-Use is going to be your seasonal threats blend. So if you get sniffy, itchy, watery eyes every spring or every fall, this is going to be awesome for you. We just had a house guest and his allergies were flaring up, and we used a little bit of Tri-Ease. I actually just broke it for him, and he inhaled it off his hands and put it on his chest. And you can use it. The beauty of it is you can use it that way, topically and aromatically, but you can easily also just take it internally, which I have seen help extreme allergy cases where like the itch is so bad inside their ears. It really helps to alleviate those symptoms. So, and then Zendocrine, that's the one that we mentioned earlier that can help support a full body detox. And peppermint enteric coated, that's gonna be for your lower GI. So in addition to that, we do have what are called trim shake, and it comes in chocolate and vanilla. And then I actually just ordered the V shake, which is vegan. Yay! So the difference here is that the protein in the chocolate and vanilla trim shake comes from whey, which is a dairy byproduct. I like to avoid dairy. I am by no means a vegan. I do eat a lot of vegan recipes because vegans have figured out how to make incredible meals without dairy, and I love that. So I do often lean vegan, but I'm not considered a vegan. So these are really yummy. Also in the Love Your Body challenge that I'll be doing at the end of the month if you're interested. We do a lot of really great recipes, and two of them I cannot wait to try. One is called carrot cake, and the other one's like peppermint chocolate something. So I can't wait to do that. These are so yummy. Also, just so you know, again, doTERRA is super smart in how they make things. These protein powders have ashwagandha in them, and ashwagandha has been studied for alleviating the release of cortisol. So cortisol is associated with our body storing fat. So when cortisol is introduced into our body starts just storing up everything it can, because it kind of goes into like this fight or flight, oh my goodness, I don't know what's going to happen sort of mentality, and it stores everything because it might need it. So ashwagandha helps to alleviate that, and when that happens, your body's like, oh yeah, this is cool, everything's like laid back and awesome, we don't need all this fat, let's get rid of it. So really cool. And then Solathin is an ingredient. It's a blend of different ingredients that doTERRA has put together to help your body feel satiated. So this is really, really yummy first thing in the morning, and it might help you to reduce the amount of calories that you're taking in if that's part of your goals. Now, like I said, I'm not one for calorie restriction, but if that's something that you feel like you need, then this might be helpful for you. And then I can't leave without telling you about Terra Greens. Terra Greens are basically just it's a green powder that you can add to either water or you can add it to your smoothies, and it includes all these incredible ingredients. So again, it's just going to amp up your fruit and vegetable intake for the day. And it does have lemon and ginger essential oil in it, and it's really, really yummy. I don't like to take it straight in water though. I like to add it into different things. So that might be something that you want to try as well, just to get more vitamins and nutrients in your system. And as promised, for the kiddos, I talked about lifelong vitality for adults, but the A to Z supplement for children really is like Microplex, BMZ, and Alpha CRS in one. And then the IQ Megas is basically like the XE Omega for adults. So you can also take these supplements as an adult if you are somebody who doesn't like to swallow pills. You could potentially use these as well. The IQ Megas are just, you take a teaspoon for children and for adults. It's formulated for both, so it's safe for both. And then the A to Z vitamins, you would take for ages 2 to 4, you take 1 a day, and then 4 to 12, you take 2 a day. And then for 12 and up, you really can start doing the lifelong vitality supplements, or you can do 3 of the A to Z a day. So there's options, and I know many women who are using these with their children and even with their babies. So if you're curious about that, I'd be happy to share more information. And then the PD Assist sachets are amazing as well. Good for adults and good for the kiddos. And it's really, again, going to support that gut health so that mentally and emotionally they're supported, as well as their immune system is really supported. All right, let's see. If you were to do like a daily regimen for yourself, so like let's say you wanted to do the Mito 2 Max to support energy for your busy days, and then Terrazyme and PB Assist to use to regulate your gut health, with the Lifelong Vitality again as the core foundation, it would look something like this. You could do 2 turmeric in the morning and then 1 PB Assist, and that would be before you eat. So this is going to be different for everyone. I typically only take my supplements when I eat because it's most convenient for me. But just walking through this to give you a good idea. And then at breakfast, you would do 2 of each of the Lifelong Vitality. So 2 Alpha CRS, 2 Microplex MVZ, MVZ, and then 2 of the Mito 2 Max and Terrazyme. And then for lunch, you would do 2 LLV, 1 Terrazyme, and then 2 Mito 2 Max. Bedtime, 2 Yarrow, 2 Copaiba, 2 Serenity. So, I mean, it will look different for everyone. Let's take a look at what a wellness box could look like for you. So this sample wellness box has the Lifelong Vitality supplements, Terrazyme and PB Assist for gut health, and then turmeric for inflammation and oxidative stress, Serenity for bedtime, and then lemon for just a gentle daily detox. So taking a look at this, the total cost of this, if you were to do this in your LRP, would be $185, and that would qualify you if you purchased before the 15th of the month to get the free product of the month, and you would also earn free product credits. So what is that all about? Let's take a look at what the loyalty rewards program is. So it's basically like a frequent flyer miles program. This is for you if you want to be rewarded for taking care of yourself and your family. That's always nice. doTERRA is the best at rewards. It's for you if you like free products. I do. It's for you if you have a rewards card for every grocery store in town. I know there's some of you out there. Or if you love earning enough Sky Miles to fly completely free. That's always fun. Or if you use just 1 item a month. So if you're only using just 1 item a month, this will benefit you basically. Or if you like to redeem points for free products, which that's fun, right? So the loyalty rewards program is an order that you place monthly, and you have full ability to edit every single month. You can get as much or as little product as you like. If you were to do 50 PV, and 50 PV is usually like $50 to 50 PV is usually the ratio when you're looking at essential oils. If you are looking at supplements, it's sometimes a little bit different because the PV is based off of the oil volume in that product. So let's just, for the ease of conversation, say 50 PV is basically $50 in oils. So when you do that, for your first 3 months, you're gonna get 10% back in points that you can use the following month. So that means you're gonna get $5 with every 50 PV order. And then the next 3 months that you do that, you're gonna get 15% back. So you're gonna bump up 5%. And then the next 3 months that you do 50 PV in your LRP, you're gonna get another 5%, and then another one. And then when you hit 13 months, you'll be getting 30% back, which is what I get. As a wellness advocate and an essential oil educator and distributor, you will get the same discount that I have. So it's really the smartest way to buy and the best discount. So if you're one of those people who loves to go to outlet malls or shop the sale rack, This is a great way to get awesome products, awesome value for less expensive. Okay, so to stay in the wellness program, or the monthly wellness box program, you really just need to have one PV in your cart every month. So if you decide one month that you don't need 50 PV worth of products, then you just want to make sure you leave like a chapstick or a toothpaste, or one of these products. You want to make sure you order something small so that you can stay in the program. And what that does is that keeps your points. So if you cancel, you lose all your points and you lose the progression of percentage. So let's say you worked up to 25%, somewhere in month 10 to 12. And on the next month, you're like, I don't really need anything. And you call them up and cancel. All right, well, you're going to lose this percentage. You're not going to get 25 back in points anymore. And you won't earn points. You'll lose all your points, and you'll lose the percentage that you were at. So you just want to keep something small in there. Any of these items would do. Now, the other thing to keep in mind is that when you order before the 15th of the month, and that order is over 125 PV, you'll get a free product. Every month is different. We have something new between the 1st and the 15th of the month every month. This month it was caraway, so I got my little caraway oil this month. But they're usually like really, they're oils that you can't usually buy, which is neat. So like citrus twist, I call these unicorn oils. You can't get them anyplace else. You can't buy them from doTERRA. They're not in the product line, so you want to take advantage of them while they're being offered. So there's that. It's very simple. So you go ahead and you log in. All you need is your ID number and your password. And if you have forgotten your ID number and your password, then just ask the person who signed you up. They will help you figure that out. And then you're going to want to create a new LRP. This is that monthly wellness box. So you choose create new LRP, and they're going to have you select a date that you'd like your order to ship. So that date will be the same date every month unless you decide to change it. And you want to choose a date between the 1st and the 15th so that you can potentially earn that free product of the month. So there may be some months where you only order a small amount of PV, but you at the very least, if you are ready to order 125 PV that month, you want to make sure you do get that free product. So I like to make sure I'm always ordering between the 1st and the 15th and making my decisions early in the month so that I can get that free product if I need that much stuff. So you select your order date, and then you hit save date and shop, and then you shop. Shopping's easy, right? You just put it in the cart, just like anywhere else on Amazon. I'm sure you're familiar. I don't have to teach you how to shop. I will show you though, when you have the Lifelong Vitality pack in your cart, if you want to add on additional supplements for the discount, you hit this button here, customize, and it'll allow you to choose. You can see the PV Assist is 20. If you wanted to add on the kids supplements, so the A to Z and the omegas, that is 25. Regularly, like, I don't know, 45 or 50. So it's a good savings. And then you could do the polyphenols for $20 here. So really, really nice. You're getting a big discount when you're ordering in your LRP. So you want to edit your cart each month with new items and make sure you're taking advantage of the LRP only discounts. And again, that's like the Lifelong Vitality supplements and then the Women's Health Kit. Those are discounted and only available in your LRP. All right, so you want to edit your order each month because you don't usually need to get the same things over and over and over again. Sometimes with supplements, yes. Most of our supplements are a 1-month supply. So there are going to be some things that you leave in your cart every month. Like I always leave my Lifelong Vitality in there. Other things that I like to order on a regular basis are the the phytoestrogen, the copaiba. I love the adaptive supplement. This is really where LRP shines, right? Because you don't always need to order like a new bottle of lemongrass every month, or maybe you do. That's not a good example. You're probably not going to need to order a new bottle of oregano every month. Let's hope you're not using that all the time, because that means you've been very sick. So it's more with these supplements and the household products that I use my loyalty rewards program. That's where you're going to find that it shines, because they're going to be replenishing for you the products and supplements that you're using in the house on a regular basis. And it just ships to your house, and it's good, clean products. So it takes a lot of the worry out. And who doesn't like special deliveries on their front porch every month? I know I do. So yeah, you want to make sure that you add new products from your wish list and you take the previous items out, and you'll be able to redeem points from your previous oils or your previous orders for free oils. So yeah, every month you want to just check your point bank and see what you can cash in for. So a couple tips so that you get the most out of your loyalty rewards or your wellness boxes. Set your date before the 15th. Because if you're going to order $125 worth of products, you might as well get a free oil for it, right? So make sure you set your date between the 1st and the 15th. And then also know this, doTERRA will send you an email 2 days before your LRP processes. And if you want to, you can also set up text reminders, and you would just go into your account profile, and there's a notifications section where you can turn it on. So they'll email you, and if you want to opt in for text messages, you can do that as well for an extra layer of notification, so you don't forget to reset your cart. Also, order what you would have spent at Target or Amazon for things like supplements and household products and skincare, hair care. Trying to think what else. Toothpaste and mouthwash and deodorant. All the things that are rapidly consumed in your home, and you're never really sure what the ingredients really mean when you're buying it at the grocery store or the pharmacy. That's what I've done. I've shifted where we spend our dollars. Also, just know this, to advance in earnings fast, order over 50 PV. Always order over 50 PV. If you're ordering the things that I just mentioned, like detergent and household cleaners and skincare products, it's super easy to do, and you're really just swapping where you're spending your dollars. Also, know this, yes, you've chosen a date for your loyalty rewards order to ship every month, but if you need, like, let's say you need another order in between LRP dates, you just go in there, set up your cart how you want it, and then hit process order now instead of process on such and such a date. It will not change your date for the future order unless you agree to that. It will ask you if you want to change your date, but it will allow you to just process another order, and you can do that anytime. Super, super easy. And I just don't want you to feel like you're locked into only having things sent to you on those specific dates. You can always hit process now and edit your cart for the next order. Just make sure you edit, because it will reset with the products that you just ordered. So keep that in mind. All right, cool, you guys. I hope you found that somewhat informative, or if not, I hope it wasn't too informative. Like, I know that's a lot of information, but the good thing about a video is that you can stop it when you have, maybe you have something that you need to tend to, and always come back to it, no worries. Keep in mind that this video will be available in the OIL community group for about a week. And then if you want to watch it after that, it will only be available in the continuing education group, which is members only. So get with me if you're not a member. There's a lot of other great information in there as well. So just let me know. We can get you set up so that you have access to all this information. And, you know, take advantage of it while you're in the community group, and let me know if you have questions. All right, cool, you guys. Thank you so much for your time, whether you're watching now or catching the recording. Take care. I'll talk with you later.